this is what you get with the Cody Ace kit. You get 2 brackets, 4 long bolts for the compressor, and 4 tapered bolts for here, so they sit flush here. If you don't know who Cody Ace is, he's one of the OG guys from Zilvia. It's a forum for Nissan and S chassis that we used to use a while back. It's pretty dead now, but there's still quite a bit of information on there. Cody Ace made handy things like this. I never got around to using these because I had the AC compressor on there with the factory S13 bracket on there, and it worked all right. The difference is this compressor sat back 1 rib length, so instead of having a 4 rib belt, I had to cut 1 rib off and use a 3 rib or just buy a 3 rib belt, which was less than desirable. It worked as long as it was warm, but say if you left the AC on and started the car, it would squeal right off the bat. These do take quite a bit of torque to power the compressors, so got a freshly rebuilt compressor here ready to throw in. New dryer. So I've got a S13 SR with a S14 compressor. Instructions say you got to grind off these 2 little tabs, which I can see why in order to mount this up here you're gonna have to grind those flat. That way you can mount it. I believe it goes like this. So let me get my grinder and I'll grind off those tabs. Alright, so I grind down these little tabs here, and that should mount just like that, and the other one goes up there. So we'll test it out. So here's what they look like mounted. One thing I would note is I was planning on installing these ones on before I put this back on the car, but I'll still do the bottom one. But as you can see, reaching that top hole there, you're not going to be able to mount that up to the block. So I'll put this plate on after I mount this to the engine. But let me get these just snugged up and then fit the compressor to make sure the belt alignment's going to be right. So here we got the compressor mounted up, and it does look like it aligns well. Put a straight edge there, that looks good. Put on corresponding rib, and yeah, I would say that fits pretty good. Before, like I said, it would be 1 tooth off and the compressor would actually be set back 1 rib length. So it was enough just to work, but I'd rather do this right now, and this will actually save me space since it moves the compressor down that much. These hoses come real close to the turbo manifold and turbo and whatnot, so I should be able to move those down slightly and give me a little bit more space. I did do some heat shielding recently that should help, but more space is always better. Here's the bracket installed on the engine. Looks like it fits pretty good. One thing I was worried about is I do have the Greddy oil pan on this thing, and it does clear the Greddy oil pan. It's a little bit of space. The compressor doesn't come down any lower than that, but looks like it's gonna work out pretty good. There you can see the turbo manifold and whatnot I was talking about, so I'm glad it is dropping it down just a little bit and make it a little bit easier to get these the low side and the high side hose on the compressor. And there we have it installed. Looks like it fits pretty good. Clearances are good. Got enough room up top. Install was pretty easy. I would recommend, well, you kind of have to. You got to install the long bolts in the top of the compressor before you lift it up, because there's not enough space between the frame rail and the compressor to install those afterwards. So load those long bolts in the top 2 holes of the compressor before you install it. The bottom ones you can put in after you start tightening the ones by hand up top, just to hold the compressor up. But looks like it fits pretty good.